Hey everybody, and welcome back to a brand new day on SkyFactory 3.0. It's been quite a long time in-game days again since I last recorded. I don't know exactly how many days, but it's been a few hours at least in real time. And what's happening is I've been letting this thing run for quite a while, and I've gotten quite a bit of loot. I'm gonna let this thing fill up a little bit. Ooh, artifact bag. I'm actually gonna open this artifact with you guys. Let's see what we're gonna get. What are we gonna get? Come on, lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Emerald ore. Alright. Block of ender pearls. Ooh, can I break these down into ender pearls? I can. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's 8 free ender pearls. Not bad, not bad. Just throw you in there for now. Throw you in there for now. So, in the last episode, what did we do? We basically built this thing in one shot. And it's worked very, very well for how easy it is to make. Although it's not amazingly simple. It's not like you plug A and plug B and then there you go. But it's pretty simple to say the least for, automation of this stuff. So what I did is I filled this all up with sand after I was done recording, and I let this thing run and run and run, and here's the output. We ended up with almost a full chest of nether quartz and only 15 gas tiers. So I'm kind of happy that I wasn't building this thing for gas tiers, because that was not a very good turnout for gas tiers. But the thing is, one of the maybe the limiting factors I guess some people would encounter if they built this or something like this is, well, I don't have the power for an autosieve, or I don't want the power for an autosieve, or I don't have the power to expend for an autosieve. It's like, well, that's not too bad. It's just fill this up with sand, let it run, deposit directly into a chest. You're going to end up with 27 stacks of soul sand. Compress it down to compressed soul sand, down to 3 stacks, I think. And then all you have to do is manually sieve it, and that's not too difficult if it's only like 3 stacks of things. And you'd probably end up getting as much as I did with that stuff. So you can easily do it without needing any power at all. So, moving on. Something else I did while I was letting all this stuff run is I worked on that monstrosity, that circular monstrosity with a little growth on its side. So, this is going to be my new little work area. Nice and spacious, very empty and plain right now. Hopefully I can fill it up. But every time I ever play Minecraft or modded Minecraft or whatever, I always try to make a circular little base, even though sometimes it could be very hard to get things to fit in a circular spot. Here's hoping that I can actually do this time. So this little outcropping I have on the side of this thing this is where I'm going to be putting the topic of today's little episode, and that is going to be environmental techs, solar array, and the void ore miner. I want to have those things ready to go and start running because the solar array provides a lot more power than I'm currently making, even with my current generators. I think tier 1 solar array from the power produces 648 RF per tick. That's a lot better than anything. I think my max right now, I have 2 generators, so max right now is 110. So that's gonna be like 6 to 7 times better than what I currently generate right now. But it's going to be directly tied into, let's see, the void ore miner. And I'm building this because I want a second way of getting consistent ores, and it also provides ores that this little setup does not provide. And I'm not actually sure how quick that the void ore miner works, so it actually might end up completely replacing this, so I can use these things for other things without having to worry about making these more, because these are kind of expensive to the point where I don't want to have to keep making them if I want to expand into using other contraptions that use something like that. So what I did before I started is I made myself an assembler, which is pretty easy to make. You just need 2 obsidian, and then you need a tier 2 structure block, which there's 3 structure blocks: alabaster, basalt, and hardened stone. Now, In SkyFactory, the basalt and the alabaster, I don't think those are easily obtainable. Maybe you can get them through loot bags or something else, but I just went for the hardened stone stuff because hardened stone, it just requires 5 stone, 4 cobblestone. There you go. Pretty easy to make. So, let's see. And then all you have to do is get the 2 gold ingots and 2 redstones to get the structure tier 1, and then just to make it into a tier 2, put some diamonds and more redstone, and there you go. And the cool thing about working on all that stuff and letting all the stuff automatically run is I got a lot of diamonds. I ended up getting a lot of diamonds from the gravel sieving. I kind of switched it over to dust a while ago so I can start getting some more redstone again. So there's that cool stuff. So the first thing I want to work on is I want to work on getting the solar array made. So we already talked about the structure blocks. Those are pretty easy to get. I think I have enough stuff to get at least this thing built up. But I need the solar cells. So the solar cells, these are what I needed the nether quartz for. Because, let's see, one solar cell needs 3 photovoltaic cells. The photovoltaic cells use 1 nether quartz. So that's 27 quartz for one of these. But there's also this, so about 30 quartz for 1 cell. That's quite a bit. So let's actually take a look. Let's grab some more out of there. Then I'm going to need some sand. Sand's in here? Yes, sand's in there. All right. Let's make some of this enriched sand that I need. Can I click on you? There we go. Wait, what? Quartz nuggets. Are these used for anything? Quartz sign? Why would I want a quartz sign for? Is it pretty? That might be the only reason. Alright, so let's start smelting down some of this enriched sand. Hopefully it's not too slow. Because I want to at least make one of these things before I cut. So I need 3 of those. Yeah, it should be done. Then I need some lapis, which I have been getting a lot of. So lapis. Go right here. Put you in there, and there we go. It's photovoltaic cells. Redstone and iron. Do I have that? I have some iron. Got some redstone. Put you down. So, is 3 done yet? Oh yeah. Here it comes. Here it comes. The first solar cell. Aha. So I need to repeat this 8 more times. And then I will be right back. Alright, so we have returned. We have successfully created all of the solar cells we needed. A little too many, so a little bit of a waste there. And we finished making the control panel, the solar panel controller that we needed. So one thing that I noticed while I was making this thing is the original recipe. I looked at this and I thought this was iron. So I was like, oh, we're all ready to go. I just need iron. Then I go try to make it, and it doesn't use iron. It uses electrical steel. So I quickly threw together a sag mill, which wasn't really expensive. Like, this stuff, I was expecting it to be more expensive than it was, but like, this was the most expensive thing. The machine chassis, and just needed a lot of iron. So since I had a lot of iron to spare, the sag mill is pretty easy to make. The alloy smelter is pretty easy to make. About the same, kind of the same recipe as the sag mill. Throw them next to this really basic coal generator that I was using for the nether quartz thing. Just get these things powered and let these things make the raw materials I needed to smelt together to get the electrical steel. So that is that. And I'm not entirely sad that I had to make those, because I guess I was going to make them eventually anyway, just for other resources later down the road. But yeah. So what we're doing now is we are finishing making these modifier cores. I've already made 1. But I ran out of stone, and you need stone for these things, so I think this should be enough now. It should only take, actually I only needed 12, so I kind of went overboard on the amount of stone I needed. So then let's do that, let's finish that up like so, and then block of iron in the center like that. And now that should be all I need for a solar array, correct? Let's see. 16 structure blocks, I can make those anytime. 9 solar cells, 4 modifier cores, and then of course the block. So that's that. All right, so that I believe is done. So let's move these out of the way and put them here for now so they're not in the way. Let's make those structure blocks. So I have the hardened stone I need already. I have 23 of them. I think I have enough redstone. Actually, I think that's enough gold too. So that's a pretty simple recipe. Put that there, there, and like that. Yep, there we go. That's all I need to make the solar array. Now I'm thinking, do I want to build the solar array first, or do I want to make the void resource miner first? Void, or the void ore miner first? This actually might be the one I want to do first. Diamond ore. Oh, crud. I don't have any diamond ores. Alright, so we're changing gears then. So at least we have a power source for up there, right? We have the solar panels, or the solar array that I'm going to be building. But since I don't have diamond ores for the void ore resource miner thingy, I'm going to try to build something else then. And that something else is going to be to do with the Atomic Reconstructor. So I'm going to build one of these, and hopefully I have the stuff. Can I make this? Where is it? Lens of the Miner. Do I have the stuff for it? I do have the stuff to make this. Oh, yes. So let's make this void, or not this void. Let's make the Atomic Reconstructor with that lens. Oh, okay. Hopefully this can do what I want it to do. Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't played with this thing in a long time, or actually, have I ever played with it? I have played with it. I set up a system for it in one of my testing worlds way back when. And I think it produces diamond. Does it produce diamond? I hope it produces diamond. Because otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to end up getting that diamond ore. Because diamond ore is like the only way it says you can get it is from the void miner or from a loot bag. The artifact loot bag, and I haven't been lucky enough to get one yet from the loot bags. I've opened up 2 of these, so maybe eventually I'll get one of these, but definitely not today, unfortunately. So yeah, Atomic Reconstructor is where we're gonna go with this little doohickey. So let's see, we need 4 iron, some sticks, so let's make some sticks and then make this casing. Okay, and now make that. Okay, Atomic Reconstructor. Alright, so let's put the Reconstructor down, like, just for now I guess, let's put it right there. Okay, you need power, so let's put you on top like that. Then the assembler should just right click, and if auto fills in, alright. Alright, now you should be powered? Whoa! Yes, you're being powered. All right. Good. So let's put you on there. Can I put you on there? All right. And then stone in front of you. Black quartz. All right. That's actually kind of annoying. Do it again. Black quartz. Uh-huh. That's not promising, but it's also not the end of the world yet. It might just be taking a while. So let's make... Is there a way to turn this off with a lever? That'd be... Wrong way, derpy. Can I turn you off? Alright, cool. So what I need to do now is I need to figure out a way to automate this. And a good way to do that will be a block breaker. Oh, finish typing it. Block breaker from... Is it a breaker or is it just a breaker? Autobreaker, I think this is it. So I need a void crystal, and you get that by hitting it with a coal with this thing. So let's take that off. Can I just throw you on the ground and turn you back on? Alright, cool. Alright, after a little bit of testing and placing of specific blocks, I finished making the Autobreaker, which you saw me starting on. So the Autobreaker was pretty easy to make. It's just it's a void crystal, which you saw, cobblestone, basic coil, yada yada. Turn some stuff into redstonia crystals, and then I also made an auto placer. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up so it automatically produces or changes stone into ore of whatever type it decides to turn it into. So what I did a sort of a vanilla way where I kind of set up redstone repeaters as a delay. So what's going to happen is this produces a tick every 100, or redstone pulse every 100 ticks, and it tells you 20 ticks is 1 second. So about every 5 seconds, it'll produce a pulse, which will first reach here, which will turn the stone block that's going to be placed here into a random ore of whatever choice, and then whatever the tick delay is on these will determine how long it'll take for this to break it, and then so on. And then once that breaks it, this will turn it into, or this will instantly place another one. So I'm going to show it right now. So let's put 4 into there. So as you can see, there's 1 stone right there, so this doesn't place anymore. This is set to automatically always place something there as long as there's something in inventory and there's nothing in front of it. So now all I got to do is put a redstone there, and it should work. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And 3. 4. What was that one? Box it. What is box it? Well, whatever it is, I got more of it. So that works pretty good. I'm not entirely sure if this might be too fast because that was draining its power pretty quick. I know this produces almost 700 F per tick. That's pretty good, but this also drains like crazy. So I might want to increase the delay on this, or this tick delay on it, so I maybe double it. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better. So I'm just going to have to work on it and do a little bit of fine tuning. So what I need to do now is I want to place a chest there. Are slightly larger chests in this mod pack? Because I wonder if I could make this better. Slightly larger is sticks, right? Let's try that. Because that way I could at least be able to open it. No, there's not. Okay. So maybe, how do I want to do this? Because I can't open that as is. I was thinking that I'd put a chest there, hopper there, and just have it all funnel in with, like, fill this up with just regular stone. But if that's going to be like that, I might want to go back to using transfer nodes instead. Oh. Well then, give me that back. Fool. Thank you. So I'm going to fine tune this a little bit more, and then I will show off the completed unit. Alright, so I believe this is pretty much done for now. It will require a lot more fine tuning, maybe add a capacitor bank for storage of more power, because this thing does eat through power quite a bit, and then when it comes to nighttime, it doesn't produce power at all. But I think I fine-tuned it down to where it can sustain itself basically at a 9-second interval. So every 9 seconds, I'll turn a stone into a new ore type. And here's to hoping that the new ore type that I get is going to eventually be a diamond ore. Eventually be a diamond ore. I'm not sure if a diamond ore is possible, but from the wide selection that I'm starting to get, it very well might be. It just might be very rare. So, yeah. So something that does bother me, though, is, like I said, when it comes night, this thing does not, since it doesn't produce power at night, this will not run. So it will not turn, it won't turn cobblestone into an ore. But this will still run, and it will break the cobblestone, or the stone, into cobblestone. So I'm wondering what I could do. I could probably maybe do, like, I don't know. Let's see. Moonlight detector? Is there a moonlight detector? No? Is there a sensor? Daylight sensor? I could do a daylight sensor where, like, once the daylight goes away, it'll, like, send a signal where it disables this, maybe? I don't know. Maybe power this. No, if it powers that, then it'll power that. But then it wouldn't have any power to do anything. So maybe I could put like a daytime sensor over here, and so it like kind of turns this off and don't waste all the stone that I'm gonna be making. But yeah, that just about does it for today. Thank you all for joining me. If you liked the video, please hit like. If you liked it enough to subscribe, please do. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, leave it down in the comment section down below. And until the next episode, my friends, I will see you guys later. Or hopefully, I end up getting a diamond. Diamond ore. Hopefully. Anywho's, see you guys later. Bye-bye.